I was thinking about this morning. I thought, we get a lot of questions and we get a decent amount of calls. I should say a lot. We get a few calls and questions and stuff on social media where somebody's in a really toxic environment. But we don't get as many calls as I think we should. So I'm going to teach on this, but I'm also going to say, here's how you can call in and we're going to protect you. Because some of you people out there are working for absolute lunatics, megalomaniacs, unhealthy children. They treat you like crap. They treat everybody else like crap. Some of you work for the seagull leader. You know what a seagull leader is, Joe?
No.
A seagull leader is a leader that flies in, makes a bunch of squawking noise, craps on everybody, and flies away.
Nice.
You've never heard this before, Madison? I'm telling you, people are watching right now going, that's my leader. I mean, that's what they do. All right, everybody's fine. We're on the beach having a good time. All right, and here it comes. Quack, 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 flies in, hovers over everybody, makes a bunch of noise, craps, and then leaves. This is more common than you realize, Joe. So what I'm saying is, Madison and Joe have promised me we will change your name. And this could be fun. Let's say your name is Herb and you've always wanted to be John. Call the show. Tell Madison, I've got a crazy boss or I've got a crazy teammate and I don't want anybody to know. And so what you can do is you have fun with this. So you go from being Herb, not to take a shot at anybody named Herb, but if you wanted to be named something else, Mitchell, then we'll call you Mitchell. And if you live in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, but you've always wanted to live in West Palm Beach, Florida, you can be from West Palm Beach, Florida. So we can bring in a little bit of fantasy to this, Joe, if we want, right? We go, okay, change your name, change your location, and you can tell me, Ken, I got to tell you something. I got some crazy stuff happening at work. I need some help. So we haven't had a lot of those calls because I understand why. So I'm telling you, if you've got a crazy work situation, it's desperate, it's not even funny. I'm having some fun right now, but you're in an emergency situation, call me. All right, so now, let me teach on this because there's some practical steps. If you've really seriously in a really toxic, unhealthy situation, you've got a crazy boss, a hateful boss, a jerk, a bully boss, whatever. What do? The first thing we've got to do is we've got to get perspective. So write this down. Get perspective. So here's what perspective could be. Perspective could be, I can't walk from this job today. I think there's a lot of you that are in this situation. I can't walk today. I financially can't. So we got to get perspective. We got to go, I need this right now. I need it financially. I don't want it. I want to take a 9-iron out of my trunk and club this dude upside the ear. I get it. Can't do that. Number one, we need the job. Number two, we don't want to go to jail. That puts a crimp in the whole dream job situation. So let's get perspective. What is your reality? Can't leave today. Maybe not be able to leave for a while due to maybe some contract. I don't know. Get perspective. Just go, okay, take a deep breath. This is my reality right now. Now, once we get perspective, we get a plan. And in getting a plan could be, all right, how do I get out of this situation? How do I apply for something else? Realizing that company may call my boss and ask for a reference, and that boss thinks I'm the biggest loser on the planet. Like, this is real. And this kind of stuff we'll talk about in a phone call. But we got to get a plan. How would we mitigate for that? I talk to people all the time about that. You use the proximity principle, use connections so that we go this way over here and it doesn't make us look like a big jerk and we don't have to throw this current crazy boss under the bus. These are real things. We got to get a plan. Plan could look like, I got to figure out another day job or 2 or 3 that I can actually do. I just kind of fell into this job. Ken, I'd like to know the dream job. So if I'm going to leave this crazy boss, I can at least make a strategic move and get on the ladder in another day job that gets me positioned for the dream job. You guys tracking with me? We got to get a plan. Perspective is 1, plan is 2. Okay? Because when we get that plan, okay, and here's what that does. It allows me to persist, to persevere. Perspective, plan, persevere. Because there's a timeline. Sometimes we know it or we don't know it. And so now we've got to go, okay, no matter how I feel, no matter what I'm thinking, I've got to persevere and stay until I can eject, hit the eject button, and then I'm out. Okay? So that's the basic 3-part plan of a 3-part strategy of how do I deal with a situation here? Because you'll notice that in none of the content that I just gave did I say that you need to sit down with the crazy boss and go, can we work this thing out? Let me tell you why I think it's a bad idea. And this is with the giant assumption that you're not a big baby and that you're not the problem. So this is the assumption that you're not delusional and you're not the issue. If we have a certifiably just wacko boss who's a big-time jerk, awful, horrible boss, they're not going to change with a conversation with you. You're not going to go in and go, hey, listen, can I tell you 5 things that make you a horrible boss? They're not going to go, first of all, I didn't know. So thank you for that. Will you please forgive me for being such a world-class jerk? That's never going to happen in a million years. So don't call my show and go, Ken, I've got a just absolutely horrible boss. Help me figure out how to talk to him. No, it's not going to work. Because if they're truly horrible and you go in and you tell them, you're gone. And I'm on your team. I'm on Team You. So there you go. That's world-class stuff. Don't forget, we'll change your name. We'll change your location. You can even change the type of work you do. No problem. Madison will coach you up. But I'm saying I want more of these. Let's go. And one other fun thing I'm going to add. If you're no longer in a wacky, crazy situation, but you've got a fun story, how about some of those, Madison? Are we down with that? If people out there are watching and they've come out of a crazy, wacky situation, I mean, just nutty, call us, tell us. We'll let you change your name and location too. But I think it would be fun and entertaining and liberating for other people that are watching in a situation. So there you go. 3 ways to handle that. It's good content. Use it. And we want to hear more from you on those type of things. We'll have some fun with it. It'll be therapy, not just practical help, but we'll have some fun. Because, Joe, I don't mind taking shots at horrible leaders. Because here's one thing I didn't think about. You can take the video of me taking shots at this nameless, anonymous, we don't know who the person is, and you could just drop it in their email. You're gone anyway. It's the passive-aggressive option. I'm your guy. I'll go after just people like this in general, and you can go, hey, listen, just want you to know I watched the show, and this guy was talking about, this is you. You're long gone now. Got the next job. Hey, drop that right in your old inbox. You should watch this. This is you. Pick up at 2 minutes and 27 seconds of this clip. This is what I felt every day of my life. Happy Easter.